Happy Mother's Day! And hi, welcome to Wisdom with Grace Yoga. My name is Sophie, and I wanted to offer a practice intended for busy moms and caretakers who are very giving of their attention, who deserve to give themselves some attention. I want to note that this practice is not intended for pregnant women. If you are pregnant, I wouldn't advise you start any new fitness routine that you didn't do regularly before you were pregnant, with the exception of maybe prenatal yoga. During pregnancy, the hormone relaxin increases in the body, making it feel like you want to stretch and make you more flexible. But if you didn't practice stretching before pregnancy, you're more at risk for injury. One of the things I hear a lot from moms is that they use their children as an excuse not to practice at home. I understand it's not ideal for mom, but I do advise practicing yoga in the presence of your children as much as possible to set an example for them. One day they might join in with you and be your favorite yoga buddy. So when you are ready, we'll be using a block and a strap for practice today, but put some of your favorite music on if you prefer practicing to music, and let's begin. So we'll begin seated on our heels, and if you find that you're leaning pretty far forward to sit on your heels, I recommend grabbing a block or two to sit on. You can put that between your calves. Or if you're feeling a lot of sensation here, we'll be seated for quite a while, so get comfortable. And just a nice gentle opener through the tops of the thighs. And have your strap handy here. We're going to practice Gomukhasana arms. So with the strap in the right hand, reach the right hand out, thumb facing up, and reach the right hand behind your head. You might need to take your bun out, reaching your right hand behind your head. And so if you notice here, you're giving yourself a double chin. Try to lift the chin up and press the head back into the arm. From here, if you want a little bit more, you can bring the left hand right on top of the right elbow and gently press the elbow down to invite a little bit more here. From here, the left arm comes out, thumb facing down, and reaching it behind your back, finding the other end of the strap. If you find your hand here, you don't need the strap, then do that instead. And we'll pause here. Breathing. And release. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale. We'll move on to the other side. So with a strap in your left hand, reach your left thumb facing up, reach your left arm behind you, and with the right hand, thumb facing down. Find the other end of the strap. If you liked using your right hand as an assist here, you may do that too. And just checking in. Breathing into any sensations. If you notice any numbness or tingling through the feet at any time, please change your position. You can always come to a cross-legged seat, seated in a chair, or just lifting the hips and just coming onto your knees. But if you're okay, just stay right here. One more breath. And exhale, release. Coming onto hands and knees. Move the blocks out of the way. We might use them later. And let's just move through a few gentle cat-cows. Inhale, belly drops, gaze lifts. Exhale, round through the spine. Inhale, moving slowly with breath. Pausing at the final expression of the pose. And find a neutral spine. Extend the right foot behind you, tucking the toes under, and press the right heel away. Finding a nice gentle calf stretch through the back of the leg. And keeping the right hand down, you can release that stretch and place the left thumb onto the left hip crease and press the hip away, inviting some length through the side of the body as you twist open to the left. From here, maybe reaching the right hand towards the ceiling. And releasing the left hand down. The leg that is behind you crosses over the right. Squeeze the inner thighs and just peek over the left shoulder, gazing at the foot. Inhale. Exhale. Snuggle the right knee behind the left and heel toe the feet out and sit the hips back. Gomukhasana legs. If you need a little bit more of a stretch here, walk your hands over to the left and pressing back through the right hip. From here, walk the hands back to center. The leg that is on top, it's the right leg for me, stepping the right foot forward and shifting the hips forward and start to rotate through the hips, making circles here through the hip joint. And reversing direction, pausing anywhere you feel like you need some more attention here in your body. And then we'll pause with the hips shifted forward. Hands can be inside or one hand on either side of the front foot. I like the inside here. It just feels better in my body. Chest pulls forward. And breathing here. Inhale. Exhale, send the hips back and reach the right foot forward. Maybe walk that right foot slightly forward. Flex the toes towards your face into a half split, half Hanumasana. Hang out here. And I sometimes like to point my foot in this pose too. It just adds a nice ankle stretch for me because I'm always flexing my feet in yoga. Pick whichever feels better in your body. And then soften through the front knee. Hips come down once again, and this time bending through that knee. You may need a blanket underneath your knee for this. And just bend a few times, drawing the ankle to the glutes, warming up through the hamstring muscles. And you can just hold right here, or perhaps bring the right hand to the right knee and peel that right knee open. And a gentle twist. Maybe you can find the pinky toe edge of the right foot, drawing the foot in close. If you do, draw the shoulders forward. Inhale, exhale, hold. Inhale, exhale, release the bind, stepping the right knee back. And move into a child's pose, reaching the hips towards the heels, fingertips forward. Pausing here for a breath. Moving up through to hands and knees. Extending the left leg, tucking the toes under, and pressing the heel away. Find an opening through the left leg. And then release that stretch, just a neutral leg. Bring the right thumb into the right hip crease. Press that hip crease away as the elbow points towards the ceiling, twisting open to the right. Perhaps reaching the arm into the stretch, pressing through the left hand. Releasing the right hand down and crossing the left leg over the right. Squeeze the inner thighs and peek over the right shoulder. Inhale, exhale. From here, snuggle that left knee behind the right, walking the right foot out, the left foot out. So our shins are almost parallel with the front of the mat, or as much as possible in your body, pressing the hips back. We don't want to force ourselves into these postures. You always have to ask yourself, am I doing what I think I should in these postures, or am I doing what's best for me and my body? If you want a little bit more here, walk your hands over to the right. And back to center. The leg that is crossed over steps forward, the left leg for me. And do those hip circles on this side, moving in your favorite direction. Pausing anywhere you feel like you need a little extra attention. And reverse the direction. And shifting the hips forward, squaring off the hips. The left hip comes back, the right hip draws forward. And just hang out here in your lizard lunge. One more breath here. And then shifting the hips back, straighten through the front leg, moving into our half splits. And the foot can be flexed. That is traditional in this posture. It feels better for me to have the foot pointed though. One more breath. And shifting the hips back forward. And just bend through that back knee a few times. And then hold here. This might be where you stay. Otherwise, you maybe come to the pinky toe edge of the left foot. Left hand comes to the left knee. Press into the knee to find a bit of a twist. And maybe you can catch that back foot. If you do, try to shift forward, the shoulders forward here. You should feel this pretty intensely through the quadricep, the back leg. Well, I don't want to say should, but that's the intention here for this pose. Inhale. Exhale, hold one more breath. And then release the back foot. From here, tuck the back toe under. Lift the back knee. And just step the right foot to the outside of the right hand for your Malasana squat. Heart is lifted, neck is long. From here, just come to a seat. Bring the soles of the feet together for Baddha Konasana. The soles of the feet are spread open. And from here, lifting through the heart. If you find you're rounding a lot, then grab a blanket underneath you. If your knees are way up here. And lift through the heart. Exhale, fold forward. As you find that place of resistance, inhale, lift again, lengthen, and exhale, hold. Maybe walk the hands forward, not pulling or tugging here. Inhale, exhale. One more breath, inhale. And lift halfway and walk your hands over to the right. Holding here just for a breath, and then returning back to center and over to the left. Returning back to center, and walk yourself up. Extend the legs. And come into a straddle from here. Perhaps I like to bring my hands behind you if you need a little bit more, and scoop my hips up. This is a great time to grab a blanket. If you do find you're more of a, I don't know what you call it, a rounded back straddle, if you find that you can't really sit right up on the pelvis, a good indicator that you're sitting right up on the pelvis is the toes are pointed straight up in relaxed position. And from here, place the left hand in front of you, the right hand behind you, and press into the earth and find a length through the spine. Inhale. As you exhale, you can grab the left hand maybe to the right thigh or keep it to the earth. Right hand sweeps overhead, side bend over to the left. From here, square the shoulders off and fold over the left leg. Inhale, exhale. Walk yourself back up to seated, and we'll do that on the other side. Right hand comes forward in front of your pelvis. Left hand reaches back behind you and press into the earth. So we're not coming into a deep twist, just a slight twist to the left leg. pressing into the earth. Inhale, right hand comes to the left leg or stays to the floor. Left hand reaches up overhead and side bend over to the right. So the opposite direction of the twist. One more breath here. And then shift the torso forward. Walk yourself over the right leg, squaring off the shoulders into a forward fold. And I didn't mention this earlier, but a nice modification here is bringing the left sole of the foot to the inner thigh if you're experiencing any discomfort that is unwarranted. Inhale, returning back to center. Inhale, lift through the heart, and exhale, fold forward over the legs. Keep the feet flexed. In yin, we are relaxed, but this isn't a yin practice. So flex the feet. We want the quadriceps working here in this posture, pressing through the heels. Slightly can help too. When you find that place of resistance here, lift halfway and exhale, fold forward. A nice little trick here is to reach the hands behind you, palms facing up. And just allowing gravity to do its job. If your hands aren't behind you yet, bring them behind you. And with lifting with the chest, exhale, coming back up. Bring the feet together and just rolling down onto your back. Placing the soles of the feet to the mat. And we'll just finish with a modified bridge pose. So grab a block if you have it. Lift the hips and bring the block on the lowest setting or medium setting underneath the sacrum. And you can stay right here or walk the feet out and bring the knees together. And from here, drawing one knee in and then the other, extend the legs towards the ceiling for our legs up the wall. Or modified plow pose, whichever you think this pose is. The feet are relaxed. Inhale. Exhale, draw the knees into the chest, placing one foot down and then the other, and lifting the hips just to move that block out of the way. Bring your feet wider than the mat and just rock the knees side to side. The head moves in the opposite direction of the knees. And placing the soles of the feet to the mat. Crossing the right ankle over the left knee, press the right shin away and draw the knee into the chest for your reclined pigeon. And make sure the shoulders stay nice and grounded to the earth here. If you can just easily find the back of your hamstring, go for it. But most people I find have to do a little bit of a sit-up to get there, so keep those shoulders relaxed. This is intended not to just stretch the hip, but also to be a nice back release. Release the left sole of the foot to the earth and heel toe that left foot out a little wider than the mat, rocking both knees to the right side. So the right foot is stacked on top of the left knee. You can stay right here. If it feels better to bring the right foot down, go for that. Or you maybe can even add a little bit more, reaching the hands overhead, and add a little bit more here, pressing the left hip towards the ceiling. Breathe into the abdomen, long, slow inhalations and exhalations. Release the right foot down, and we'll do pigeon on the other side, crossing the left ankle over the right knee, pressing the left shin away, and drawing the knees into the chest. Inhale. Exhale, release the right foot down, heel toe the foot out to the outside of the right of the mat, and draw both knees over to the left. If you want less, place the left foot on the ground. If you want more, keep the foot stacked, left foot atop of right knee. If you want more, reach the palms overhead. If you want more, press the right hip towards the ceiling. And breathing here. Where can you relax? Where can you let go? Inhale. Exhale, release the foot down and rock both knees over to the right. Come into a fetal position on the right-hand side. Press your way up to a seat. Sitting cross-legged. Thought we finished practice with the Brahmari Pranayama or bee breath. This breath is great to, if you have children that have sensory overload at times, this is a great practice to teach them. Kids really like this breath. Adults like this breath too. It helps to relax and de-stress. So placing the thumbs in the ears, and before you do that, watch me first. And the hands are gonna go over the eyes, and we'll make the sound of a hum with our lips pursed for about 5 times, and then we'll finish. So bring the hands over the eyes, the thumbs into the ears. And taking a breath in here. And finish out practice today. Please, I invite you to take Shavasana. You can take it on your own. If you like a guided Shavasana, I'll have links in the description for that. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day, and please take care of yourself. Thank you, and namaste.